Ciao a tutti and welcome back to my channel Selene Parla Come Mangi. As you can see, new lighting, new environment, new everything. That's why it took me so long to upload this video, because there were a lot of changes in my life. Today we are going to see polpette, meatballs. My love. This is the recipe that I made for the BuzzFeed video that many of you maybe have seen. My polpette or meatballs are with a sauce, with a tomato sauce. So we will see the ingredients, how I made them, and as usual, a little bit of Italian for those of you who are studying Italian. I am going to show you the ingredient, so today we will focus more on vocabulary. You're probably aware of the fact that nouns, names of items in Italian, they have a gender. Don't ask me why, there is an historical reason, it's always been like that. Meatballs are one of my favorite recipes, but because it's a bit time consuming, I don't usually make them. I prefer to make them without the tomato sauce, but I thought, why not? Let's make them with the tomato sauce this time. Just because usually the idea of meatballs is associated with spaghetti. But in Italy, we actually don't put spaghetti and meatballs together. As you will see, I used a lot of meat. So my advice in this case would be to reduce the quantities, because I really made way too many meatballs. Some of them were fried, some other I just fried them a little bit and then I put them in the tomato sauce. So before we go to the recipe, I just wanted to let you know that unfortunately I wasn't able to record the last part of the recipe just because my camera ran out of battery. The video will stop at the last step for making meatballs, and then you'll see me trying my meatballs, but you won't see the final product in the pan. So let's see how I am making my meatballs. This is my bread. These in Italian are called panini, as hard as a rock. I'm just going to put them with some water. Step 1. Metto I panini a mollo nell'acqua. I put a weight on top. I have this wonderful pumpkin, but anything else is fine. I take the meat, carne macinata in italiano, la carne macinata. I'm going to put some sausage together with the mince. Step 2. Mischio la carne di maiale con la carne macinata. The bread is super soft. I squeeze the water out of it. It doesn't really look appealing, I know, but it's gonna help the consistency, so I'm gonna start putting the bread with the meat. I also add parsley, cheese, couple of eggs. Step 3. Aggiungo il formaggio grattugiato, il prezzemolo tritato, 2 uova e il pane ammorbidito nell'acqua. I mix it with my hands. The noise is disgusting, but the smell is good. That's what it counts. Step 4. Mischio tutti gli ingredienti insieme con le mani. I quickly prepare the tomato sauce with olive oil, red onion and tomato. Step 5. Preparo la salsa di pomodoro con la cipolla rossa e il pomodoro. A bit of salt. I'm gonna form the meatballs. I'm gonna shape them like this. This is the sort of size that I want. Not too big, not too small. And I am going to put them first in the egg, then in the breadcrumb, and then in the pan. Step 6. Friggere le polpette. I fry the meatballs for 3 minutes on each side. And then now I'm going to put this amount of meatballs into the sauce. Step 7. Metto le polpette nel sugo. This is the end result and I am going to taste it. Really good. So that was how I make my meatballs. This is the version with the sauce, but if you just continue to fry them just a little longer, just 1 minute longer, you will just have fried meatballs. I suggest if you do fried meatballs to just make them smaller, so they will cook thoroughly and they will remain crunchy. For those of you who are studying Italian, now it's time to see which of the items or names or nouns I used in the video are masculine or feminine. As I said at the beginning of the video, there is no particular reason why, like, polpette is feminine and basil is masculine. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Now I leave you with the grammar part with all my explanations. And if you have any question, as always, leave a comment or send me a message. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!